It's an honor and a privilege and a duty as a Tibetan to be here and make sure that we speak our mind and heart. First, I want to thank the organizers of today's Solidarity Saturday, calling on Tufts University to shut down the Confucius Institute. Thank you to Tenzin Yangzomla from Students for Free Tibet, Chris Choi from the Hong Kong Social Action Movement in Boston, Maya from the Boston Uyghur Association, and a special thank you and gratitude to Ladun Tethong, I know she's somewhere behind there, who spearheaded and coordinated the campaign to close down the Confucius Institute in Massachusetts. I also want to take the opportunity to thank the local Tibetan community, thank Olo, thank Howard and Maya for organizing this Saturday protest here for the last 14 weeks. I also want to take this opportunity to thank the State Representative Erika Eidenhower, Somerville School Committee member Sarah Phillips, who spoke very passionately, City Council member Ben Evan Kevin, and Will Barr for joining us today and showing your support for the call of the Confucius Institute at Tufts University. I first became aware of the Confucius Institute in around 2009 when we first started hearing about the cancellation of the visit of His Holiness to the North Carolina State University due to the pressure from the director of the Confucius Institute. It was then we began to uncover the true nature and objectives of the so-called Confucius Institute. Confucius Institute have rebranded themselves last year, but are still run and strictly controlled by the Chinese Communist Party through a government agency called Hamban, which Tufts University refers to as the headquarters. Headquarters is nothing but the Chinese Communist Education Ministry, Hanban. The ultimate goal of the Confucius Institute is to shape and soften the global view of China, in part through censorship and propaganda. Confucius Institute used their foothold in academic institutions to influence and steer academic discourse and ultimately aim to distort the information and share public opinion on key political and human rights issues such as His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Tibet, Uyghur, Falun Gong, 1989 Tiananmen Square massacre, Taiwan, and now Hong Kong. It is for these reasons that the US Congress, Senate, and FBI have all expressed serious concerns around national security and now require Confucius Institute to register as foreign agency. Since the campaign to close the Confucius Institute began, over 50 Confucius Institutes have been closed in the United States, with 22 of them just last year, including the Confucius Institute at UMass Boston, and most recently, the Confucius Institute at the Portland State University. Today, I call upon Tufts University to stop serving as a Chinese Communist Party propaganda tool and close immediately the Tufts Confucius Institute. Given that Tufts University's mission is to, and I quote, provide transformative experience for students and faculties in an inclusive and collaborative environment where creative scholars generate bold ideas, unquote. I see no place for the Chinese Communist Party's propaganda and censorship on Tufts campus. I call upon former students and donors of Tufts University, join us in safeguarding national security and protecting academic freedom, and join us by not giving money or donation to Tufts University until the President closes the Confucius Institute. To those of you who are gathered here and those who have been part of this campaign, including the Tibetan Association here, I take this opportunity to thank you for your activism. Thank you for your dedication, and thank you for your continued good fight, as the late Congressman and civil rights activist John Lewis used to say. And I can say with full confidence that Tufts Confucius Institution closure is just a matter of time if we continue to put pressure on their leadership. The fact that Tufts University had to sign a 2-year, which is very different from their traditional 5 years contract, and the fact that Tufts University had to make their memorandum of understanding public is a clear indication that your effort, your dedication, your commitment is working and is making a difference. Let us all stay laser focused on this, and I promise that Confucius Institute at Tufts University will be gone. Just last week, on March 4th, the Senate has passed a new bill to increase oversight of Confucius Institute and to cut funding to those universities that do not comply with the new oversight and regulation. So my message to you today is stay focused, truth is on our side, and we will prevail.